Welcome to part 6 of my 2023 Makeup Collection and Declutter series. I believe this is part 6. We are moving on to mini eyeshadow palettes and single shadows. We keep those in the second drawer of this unit. Over here, I have single shadows. We have face glitters. Over here are all of my mini eyeshadow palettes. So this is what we're going to be working on today. Let's start with our singles and our face glitters first. As you can see, I don't have that many. Pretty much everything here except for 3 products are from Colourpop. Over here we have Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, and over here we have the Jelly Much face glitters. Everything over here and everything over here, this is all going to go into my archive. The Super Shock Shadows, they don't perform really at all anymore, but I got them for the packaging. These 3 are from the Tinkerbell collection, the collaboration. As you can see, the packaging is so super cute. We have Never Grow Up, Fly to Your Heart, and then Straight Until Morning. So these 3 are going to go into my archive. These 3 are from Hocus Pocus Collaborations. I think it was the second one. I literally cannot read this title. Fowler, Bewitching, something like that. To Be Young and Beautiful Again. And then Don't Thy Comprehend. So these 3 are also going in my archive. Then we have our Glitterly Obsessed Face Glitters. As I said, we're also moving these into my archive. These 2 are from the first Sailor Moon collection, and then these 2 are from Hocus Pocus collections. These 2 are single eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows. These came from AOA Studio. These are from the Magical Girl collection. I really didn't like either one of these. These were my first experience with the liquid eyeshadow. I really couldn't get them to work for me. I don't know if it was the formula or if I was doing it wrong, but this pretty much showed me that liquid eyeshadows are just not really for me. I'm just going to put these aside and like pass these on to family or friend or, someone that might enjoy them. This last one, this I'm actually just going to toss. This is from BH Cosmetics. This is one of their loose glitters. I bought this like early on in my channel. I thought this would be really, really good for like doing Christmassy looks. You can do like a red eyeshadow with a green glitter or something like that. I've literally used this once, and I've had this for like 3 years. I've just kept it declutter after declutter, but it's time. I'm just going to go ahead and toss this. I mean, I don't use loose glitters on my eyelids anymore anyway. It's time to let this go. Moving into our mini eyeshadow palettes, I have 39 total. That's actually a pretty good amount of eyeshadow palettes. Let's start with Colourpop. I'm just going to kind of break this up in category just like I would do the bigger eyeshadow palettes. I think it would be easier. I'm keeping all of these, but let me show you what we have. These first 4, these are from the Hello Kitty and Colourpop collection. This was the Tropical collection. I think this was the second one that they did. I don't really use these much, and I got them for the packaging, but I do use them, so we're going to keep these in the main collection. First, we have Cherry Sweet. It's a really pretty pink palette. Cocoa Cutie. Pineapple Cake. The shadows on this one are gorgeous. And then Teeny Keeny. These 3 are from one of the Valentine's Day collections a couple of years ago. I can't remember exactly. These are pretty much the only 5-pan palettes from Colourpop that I have kept. This first one is Smack. Too Hot. And then Melt for You. I have 3 from the Tasha Denona. All 3 of these came out of BoxyCharm boxes. I'm going to hang on to all 3 of these. This first one is Jubilee. Peak. I just recently used Peak in my last Shop My Stash. And then this last one is Cupid. I do wish there were like more pinks and reds in this palette, considering it was a Valentine's Day release, but the formula in here is actually pretty nice. Moving on to Kik Milano. These 2 I'm going to keep. This one I'm going to declutter. This one I got in that Power Love collection that they launched in February. The writing on the back of these palettes is so freaking light. It's so hard to read. I mean, as you can see, this does not really scream Valentine's Day. The formula is decent. This shade right here, or actually this one came shattered. They had to repress it. This is just not a color story that really speaks to me. It's not one that I'm going to be pulling, so I'm just going to go ahead and let this one go. These 2 are 2 of my favorite Kik Milano palettes ever. I wish that they would make more in this formula and in this format. These are beautiful. These were from like summer collections over a couple of years. This one is the Dolce Diva Stylish Coral. This is just so freaking pretty. We can like get it to focus. And this one is Green Country, part of the Festival Glow Summer Collection. This was, I think, last year, I think. This shade right here, oh my God, it's so pretty. Let's do some Shop Miss A palettes next. I believe all of these are from AOE Studio. These first 4, these are part of, what is she called? Yumi's debut. All 4 of these palettes are with that collection. I bought them because of, you know, the actual character. She's so freaking cute. We have EYESHADOW. I apologize if I'm saying these names wrong. These will eventually go in to my makeup archive, but I do still use them. Eye Smiles, Trainee, and this last one is Fan Club. These 2 are from the Fly With Me collection. These are actually like highlighters and shimmer palettes. The formula in both of these are really, really pretty. This one is Forest Queen. Very pretty, like pinks, rubies, and champagne golds in here. And then this one is Emerald Peacock. These shimmers right here, these 3 in the middle, oh my god, they're so pretty. These last ones are Cherry Blossom palettes. I decluttered 2 of each group last year, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and declutter the rest. I have not pulled these out once, you guys, since my eyeshadow palette declutter last year. Not a single one. That's a whole year. I have not used these at all. I loved the cherry blossom packaging on here, but yeah, I don't use these. We have Jaime, I know I'm saying that wrong, and Sakura Season. And these 2, these are the 8-pan palettes. Okado and Shutsuga. The formula in these, it's ho-hum. It's not some of my favorites from AOE Studio. The packaging on point. I freaking love the cherry blossoms. But yeah, a whole year, have not used these. We have 3 from Makeup Revolution. All 3 of these came out of advent calendars. Obviously, I'm keeping them all. This one came out of this year's Gingy calendar. This one was from the Grinch calendar, and this one was from the Willy Wonka. Even if I don't use these, I'm keeping them for the packaging. Once I'm done with the season, because these 2 right now are in my background, they are going to go in my makeup archive, and I will pull them out during the holiday season. We have Inventing Room. It says, notice only authorized Oompa Loompas allowed or admitted. Very warm, like chocolatey brown color story. I do want to at least use it once before I archive it. And we have the Revolution and Grinch. I love this freaking packaging, the artwork. The color story is actually pretty nice. I have used this one. It's not the best formula, but it's okay. And of course, the Gingy one that we just got this year. Does this have a name? Gingy's palette, another like warm tone, and then you have like a little pop of gold and purple in here. These 2 are BH Cosmetics palettes. This is the Aquamarine. A couple of years ago, they did like a Zodiac series where each month they were releasing a palette based on birthstones, not zodiacs, birthstones. I am an Aquamarine. I'm March. I'm Pisces. That's why I picked this one up. I don't ever use this one, but I bought it strictly because I am, you know, Aquamarine is my birthstone. I'm going to put this one into my archive just to, you know, keep and collect. It is a keepsake. I never use it, but of course, you know, keeping it because of that reason. And then we have the Nude Ego. This is the Unleashed Wild palette. They did like an entire Nude Ego collection. This one is the green palette. Oh my god, it's so pretty. BH Cosmetics just makes some of the most beautiful eyeshadow formulas. These 2 shimmers right here are stunning. I have these 3 from Udin's Eye. I think I got all 3 of these out of their mystery boxes. We have the Verdandi palette. The only thing that I'm disappointed in is the fact, if you look in this packaging, purples and blues and iridescent, but when you look at the color story, it's very, very neutral. A couple of shimmers in here, but for the most part, this is just not what I picture when I look at the color story, but you know, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I actually haven't had a chance to use this one yet. And then we have the Alva 2. Actually, both of these are Alva 2. This one is called, this is the Mini Sky, and then this one is the Mini Forest. I kind of feel like there should be like more greens or something in here, considering it's a forest theme. Just my opinion, but what do I know? The rest of these are just kind of random, so let's go through these real quick. These 2 are from Wet n Wild. These are Color Icon palettes. I really haven't been pulling these, but I do want to try them out more. You know, when you have a large collection, sometimes it's hard to kind of get to these, but I really do want to test these out a little bit more. I'm looking to see if they have names, but they don't. If I remember correctly, these came out of advent calendars, which is the reason why they don't have names. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hang on to these. And then we have some randoms here. This one is from Temu. I got this in the very first haul, the very first order that I ever made from Temu. And I got it because I just like the fact that it looked like a piece of toast. I mean, it's such a freaking just cute idea. And this is a kind of a more cooler toned color story. Do I want to keep this? You know, while I love the packaging, I just don't use this. I'm going to put it aside and just give it to a friend or a family member. I know somebody will love this. From Nomad, we have the Nomad Air. I'm going to go ahead and put this one to the side too for a friend or family member. This is part of that little travel set that they did that had skincare, and then this is kind of like your mini quick little neutral eyeshadow palette. I have shades like these and like some of their other palettes. I don't really need this, so I'm going to go ahead and just pass this on to a friend. I'm going to pass this one on too. This is from LYS. This is the Love Yourself Unapologetic palette. The formula is okay. I just don't find this really inspiring at all. I kind of think it's a very, I don't know, bland, just not very good palette. You do have some shimmers over here, but they're not very shimmery. Like in the pan, they look okay because I have the lighting on them, but in real life on the eyelids, I don't know. I didn't really like this. We're going to pass this along. Same thing with this one. This is from Hard Candy. This is one of the monochrome palettes. This one is the Burn. It's decent. It's okay, but I never pull this. We'll pass this on. We have from Melt Cosmetics. This is the Bad Side Zodiac Water palette. I got this one. They had four different ones, each palette themed after different zodiac signs based on what their element is. I am a Pisces. So these are supposed to have like the bad, themed kind of elements of each one of these signs. Once again, I'm a Pisces. I'm a water sign. And this is a really beautiful color story. These shimmers are stunning. This was my first experience with a Melt palette. I've been wanting to pick up some more. I really want to get the Gemini palettes. Please forgive my messy fingernails. I need to redo them. The next time they go on sale in Sephora, I am picking them up. They went on sale a couple months ago and I didn't get them then. I don't know what I was thinking, but next time they go on sale, I'm going to grab them. This is such a beautiful palette. The formula is really pretty. Love it. And then this last one, I'm going to archive. This is from Wayne Goss. This is one of his 6-pan eyeshadow palettes, the Luxury Eye Palette in Pearl Moonstone. Like I mentioned in the face palette video, Wayne is completely rebranding the entire line. So, none of these palettes, none of the, the eyeshadows, if you get this to focus, blush highlighters, none of these are going to be available anymore. I love this color story, but I never pull this. And like I said, he's doing a rebranding, so I'm just going to put this in my archive because I do want to keep it. I think, his first launch was absolutely amazing, and I definitely want to hang on to the pieces. We started out with 39 palettes. I am keeping 28, and we are decluttering 11. I think I did pretty good. So that is going to be the end of this portion of my declutter series. The next one should be bronzers, if I remember correctly, in the order that I'm wanting to do. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you're new, you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining the family and hitting subscribe. Make sure you tap the bell so you don't miss a thing. And you can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.